Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. So I totally apologize for last week. I literally spaced that Tuesday was Halloween, and we were going trick-or-treating with our grandson. And then Thursday, I just couldn't pull it off. We were so busy with wedding wedding stuff that I knew if I added one more thing to my plate, I might have jumped off the roof. So I probably didn't want to jump off the roof right before my daughter's wedding. So thank you for being patient with me while I took last week off. Was not intentional. It just happened to work out like that. But the wedding went off without a hitch. It was amazing, absolutely gorgeous. If you're friends with me on the personal Facebook, I did post lots of pictures on there. I should have posted some on the Creating with Sarah side. I totally spaced doing that. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. But I am back. Hopefully, cross your fingers and nothing else happens. I will tell you, let's see, Thursday, I didn't get much sleep. Friday, not much sleep. Saturday, not much sleep. Sunday and Monday, I literally think I passed out at like 8 o'clock and woke up 8 o'clock the next morning. So I think cross your fingers, I'm all caught up on sleep. I was not the happiest camper for the last couple days. Just ask my husband. He's like, "You're a little grouchy." I'm like, "I know, I just need to go to bed." But I'm all better now. So hopefully. Good evening, Valerie and Heather. Welcome. So a couple days ago, I posted an email about a mega gift card class and a bingo event. I wanted to do both of these events, and we are literally in the middle of November. Well, we're in the beginning of November, but before long, we'll be in the middle of November and then the end of November. And I was just trying to get my gift card class and a bingo done before the new year. So I decided to combine them. So you don't have to come to both. You can come to one or the other, or you can come to both. I am sending out another email as soon as the live is over with just the gift card holder class information. Sorry, I kind of had a brain fart, but I am going to show you the gift cards that we are going to be making. I have them all over here, and they're so stinking cute. I can't wait to show you. Okay, we have lots to do, so let's point you over and we will get crafting. I just want to make sure we're live on Facebook, which I think we are because I'm seeing comments. Yep, there we go. Okay, so the first one is I will show the gift card class that we're doing. So the bag does come with it, and I used the Fragrant Forest set for this one, and that's actually what we're using tonight for our live as well. I'm going to take a Christmas stamp set and move it into something different. So this is one of them, and it's a nice little size bag. This one kind of reminded me of kind of like a little elf with the granny apple green, and the gift card slides right on the inside. This one, I love the no peeking and the ho 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 across the bottom. And I did use the shimmer paper. I don't know if you can see that it is shimmer, but there's that one, and the gift card goes right there. And I can't say this one's my favorite, but it might be my favorite. But really, all of them are my favorite, so I can't really pick. So then you have this one with the gift card that slides right inside. So those are the 4 gift cards you guys are going to be making, and you're making 2 of each. I did forget that this is where the gift card slides in, and you can put something in the bag. So those are the 4 gift cards. You're going to be making 2 of each, so you'll have a total of 8. Okay, let's bring in the stamp set we're going to be using today. It's the Fragrant Forest. It is definitely a holiday stamp set, and you do want your large block. This is, I think, F might be the largest block, but you definitely want your biggest block. Setting it down, it's bigger than my hand, so it is Mamma Jamma. If you have your Scamparatus, you can use that as well, but we don't sell it anymore, so I try not to use it during a Facebook Live. So the first 2 cards, or the first couple cards that I'm going to show you, are in a masculine version of the Christmas card. Sorry, I'm trying to get all my papers out of my little bucket. So I needed a couple thank you cards, and I needed something a little bit more masculine. Hello, Teresa and Stephanie, welcome. So I decided to use our basic gray ink with our basic black paper or cardstock. I would have preferred having an all black bow, but we don't have anything that's all black. So I pulled in the the black and white check ribbon for the side. So that's what we're going to start with. We're not ending with this one. We will be doing a couple of them. I did do a fall card with this as well. You definitely want a piece of scratch paper, and I have all of the pieces we need. Then we pull the scratch paper out. So this is our basic black, and it's cut 4 1/4 by 11, and I scored it at 5 1/2. So go ahead and take it, line up your edges, give it a good crease. We had 2 pieces of our basic white, and this measures 4 by 5 1/4. Now you won't, in the description, I put you need 2 pieces of this. If you have a white background, if you have your white card base, you don't need to put another white piece in. I did this because I'm using colored cardstock. So just so we don't forget, let's put this on the inside. And then we are going to use a piece for the outside. So now we can set this aside. We're going to be using this in a minute. So that's our other 4 by 5 1/4. This is what we're going to be doing our stamping on. This is 3 3/4 by 5. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to line this up in my little squares. This is optional. I'm going to take a mini glue dot and I want to put it right in the center. So, oh, it didn't attach. So I have a mini glue dot right in the center. I'm going to line this up in my square and just press in the center. So now it's not going to go anywhere. That portion of it is a little optional. You don't have to do it, but I wanted to show, since we're not using our Stamparatus, that if we're going to, I don't know how to explain it. So since we're not using our Stamparatus, we can't double stamp, but we can do a little bit of finagling with it if it stays in one spot. So I used our basic gray and I inked up the entire image, and I'm going to pull this down just a smidgen. You do want to hold your block really tight, really good, because if it falls, you're not going to be able to get it in the same spots. So now I hope I'm in the center and I'm going to set it down. And I tried to get it lined up, so if we have to restamp it, you can try to line all of these pieces up. So then I'm going to take my marker or just a pen, and I'm just going to kind of mark so I know where to put the block if I have to do it again. And you know what? It might just be easy to grab another piece of paper as well. So either way, just showing you a few options. And I am pressing really firm just to make sure it gets everything. And there you go. It actually works perfect. And now twist your paper to get this off. There we go. Let's do another one. Oh, mini glue dots. And this just helps hold your paper in place too. So let's just say your ceiling fans are on and it goes to fly all over the place. It's not going anywhere. Okay, so inking this. I don't know if you can see it off to the edge. I'm going to flip this over, hold it with both hands. Good evening, Darlene and Linda. Welcome. So if you're just logging on, I'm doing a masculine card out of a holiday sets. Okay, that one is perfect. I'm just going to go ahead and do one more just to make sure. We might not put all 3 of these together, but at least we have options. There we go. Yes, wait till you see the other 2 cards that I have to show you guys. It is pretty spectacular. I will not lie, this is a fun set. And it's so easy. Literally, one of the cards that I'll show you in a little bit, I stamped it in shades of spruce and highlighted it with some real red, and bam, you're done. So I'm cleaning off my image really quick, and I am just using a wet towel because I need it dry by the time we do the next card. Okay, so there's these. So let's quickly put them together. I'm going to take this off. Twisting it will help not rip your paper. And now we can just assemble. It is super easy and fun. So this 3 3/4 by 5 that we stamped on is going to go in the center of our 4 by 5 1/4. There we go. And we're going to attach this. And I wanted thank yous for this one. So I have just a 1/2 of an inch of basic whites. And I pulled in the thank you from the Go-To Greetings. Definitely the perfect name for this stamp set. You go to it whenever you need a sentiment. I'm not standing on my tiptoes, so hopefully, oh, that's actually not too tragic. I was making sure it was going to be centered. I'm going to bring in the banner Pick-a-Punch. I'm going to slide this in. I always like to flip it over to make sure I'm getting it even. Perfect. Take your paper snips and chop off the end. I have no clue how long that is, how wide it is. Oh, I do know how wide it is. It's a 1/2 inch wide, but I don't know how long it is. Kind of just play by ear. Take the backing off. You can see I kind of made a little smudge right here. So we are going to cover that up, and nobody's ever going to know that there was a little smudge right there. I already tied the bows because we have a couple cards we're doing tonight. So that's going to go right there. Look how easy that card is to put together. And I think it works for a perfect masculine thank you card. Okay, we're going to do one more of these ones because I need 3 of them. And I already have the one for my sample and then the 2 that we're making right now. So this gets attached. I know I stamped 3 of these, but let me pull this guy in. I didn't get the stamp pad all the way up, so I don't want to use that one. So that's why we always do extra, right? Let's fold this. This goes on the inside. Lay that down. And this one, good evening, Monique, welcome. This is going to go on the outside. And I have another little piece. I should have stamped these both at the same time too. Okay, we're almost done with these, and then I am going to bring you in the fall card that we're doing with this set. It's pretty cute too. So let me grab my Pick-a-Punch, slide this in. I want this side. I kind of get confused. I have to look at the front of it. Trim that off. Flip this over. Put 2 dimensionals on. And voila. Super cute and fun and so duplicatable. Okay, there we go. There are the 3 masculine thank you cards that I needed, so I can get those out in the mail tomorrow. And let me bring in the fall card we're going to be using. Do you guys want to see the card before we put it together, or do you guys want me to just put it together and we see what happens? I know everybody likes to see it. I don't know why I asked. Okay, the stamp set I brought in was something fancy, and I'm using Grateful for Everyday Magic of You. So that's the sentiment that I'm using. The ink that I'm using is Cajun Craze and Crushed Curry. And I have Crushed Curry ink, or I will, Heather, I promise. I have crushed curry cardstock, same measurements, 4¼ by 11. Scored it at 5½. Give that a good crease. We'll set that aside. And again, I have 2 pieces. This time I'm using Very Vanilla. This sample I'll show you in a minute. I use basic white, but I felt like a fall card needed a little bit of vanilla in it. So for this one, I'm doing Very Vanilla. It's 4 by 5¼ and I have 2. And then this is the same 3¾ by 5 in Very Vanilla. Okay, let me show you the card. So when I was creating this, I actually did it last minute because I was just going to do the masculine one and I was like, oh, I bet I could do a fall one as well. So I don't know if you can see, but you can see some of the crushed curry up in the sides of the trees. I really wanted a little bit more of the crushed curry, so I'm going to do a little bit less of the Cajun craze on this one. But that's the card. Let's get another piece of grid paper. Thank you, Darlene. Just so you don't see the basic gray background. So I'm going to grab a mini glue dot. I'm going to set this in the center. Okay, so we're going to bring in our stamp sets. So when you're doing 2 different colors on one stamp set, it is doable, but you always, I hope I said that enough. You always have to start with your lighter color. If you start with your darker color and then move to your light, your darker ink is going to get on your light ink pad. So you always want to start with your lighter color and then move into your dark color. So we're going to start with the crushed curry. So I'm going to ink this up. And you see with this large image, I'm inking it up upside down. I think it just works best doing that way. Okay, so crushed curry is all over. So now I'm going to come in with my Cajun craze and a sponge dauber. So first, I'm going to come in and I'm going to go around the trees with crushed curry. And I don't want the solid lines that are in there. So now I'm going to come in with my sponge dauber and I'm going to just lighten up these lines. Just like that. And I did get some on this stamp pad, but it shouldn't get on our card. So there's that. A lot of people huff on it. I didn't the first time I did this, and it worked fine. So now I'm going to press this down. And this one I'm going to put lots and lots of pressure because there's 2 inks, which really shouldn't matter, but I don't want this to not stamp. So lots and lots of pressure. There we go. Flip that off so it comes off. There we go. Look how cute that is. Completely different, right? And I'm not entirely sure if pine trees are these colors, but you know what? It's your card. You can do with whatever you want. So let's do some layering. Close up the ink pad so I don't put my hand in them. So I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of this one. And I actually really do think I like the Very Vanilla better. There we go. Let's bring our card base in. I'm going to put the Very Vanilla on the inside. Perfect. Let's put this on the outside. Oh, so pretty. I honestly do not know if the live does this justice. So stinking cute. Okay, so here is our Grateful for Everyday Magic of You. And this is on a quarter piece of scrap as well. I went into my scrap bin and I went crazy looking for little tiny pieces and I found them. So I just cut a smidgen off the end. Because this is a little bit longer, I am going to put 3 dimensionals on there because we don't want anything sagging in the middle. Pick that up, put this right at the edge. And then I went ahead and tied a piece of our twine, and I did it in a double bow. Peel that off, stick that right on the edge. So there you go. So I think both of them are pretty. Like, I really don't think anybody would have noticed that I did a little bit too much Cajun craze on this one. And I love how there's a little bit more of the crushed curry on that one. So I think, and I changed the color of the sentiments as well. So super fun, definitely out of the box. So here are the ones that we just did. And if you want to see what it looks like in what it's technically used for, I did make a couple of those for you as well. We're not going to do them on the live, but this is what they look like. This is the shaded spruce cardstock and ink. I colored some of our rhinestones with our red blender pen. The ribbon is a gold and red, and it's on the online exclusives. So this is still a current ribbon. It's in the catalog, but it's not listed. If you flip through the front page or two, you'll see this ribbon on there, but it's on the online exclusive only. And if you're already cutting one piece of cardstock, you might as well just make 2 cards, right? So that's why you get 2. So there you go. I don't know which one is your favorite. I think all of them are my favorites, but it's something different and fun to use with a traditional holiday set that you don't have to use them for holidays. So there you go. If you missed the beginning, I did show everybody the gift card holder class. And as soon as the live is over, I will send out the email that's just about the gift cards, and there will be a link that you can do either just the gift cards or the bingo event or both. So if you need anything, please feel free to reach out. I will be here the rest of this week. I start back to work next Wednesday. So things might get a little bit more crazy in my life. So I have about a week left of hopefully relaxing a little bit. Anyway, if you need anything, let me know. If you need any help ordering any of the product that I used tonight, definitely feel free to send me a message. If not, I will see everybody on Thursday for another fun live. Chat with you soon. Bye-bye.